undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense will take the field first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the off-season, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Looking to throw, it's French. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Louisville's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Isaac Brown, what a performance he had in their last game, putting up more than 300 yards on the ground. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Makes it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. All wideouts, no backs. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. And the Cardinals peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The snap sets up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Cardinals! Fitted in the window for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's French. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Makes the grab. It's Grover. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. Unloads quickly. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Louisville's offense has taken the field and they look ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single...
Intercepted, number 19. Got some room to run. Inside the... Touchdown, Cincinnati! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Louisville. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Back to pass, it's French. Looking for a big play. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Bearcats. He got a step and just dusted the field. Quick strike touchdown, comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he makes the extra point. Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll try to do it himself. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. That one comes out hot down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Under fire. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that, but you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a cover.
Oh, he's got some space. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on 1st down. Looking for the score. Touchdown Cardinals. Got it right in the heart of the end zone. Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Try to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's French. Hauls it in. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Perry. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Ready, go! Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Fires the pass, intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Henry. Turns it on in midfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. They feed him again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Ready, go. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Going to look downfield again. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes a deep grab. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller, and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. 4th down. Goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Cardinals! Into the end zone for 6. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Throwing on the run. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Oh, they're after him. The pass is in. lead, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Try to get themselves back in the football game.
It is good. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Kansas, taking on the number 12 team, the West Virginia Mountaineers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make a catch.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Escapes the pressure going right. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. And the Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. Hand off Isaac Brown. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Zips it out to his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Cardinals have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on 1st down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on 2nd down. He's going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And we talked about this at half, man. They've got to start to pressure the quarterback more. This offense had a lot of success. You got to make this guy feel uncomfortable. And the first drive, out of the half, they do exactly that.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll run the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. To throw, it's French. Here's a heat. Lets it fly. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. He ought to get a little help on this one with that strong wind at his back. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. And the returner will be brought down. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Now on the option. The option, he'll keep it. Turning it on. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Snagged out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Reads it, fires complete. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Brown. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling your rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Cardinals! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To the air, it's French. Rushes on him. He'll get rid of it. Soft spot in the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And back to the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Henry. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Makes a man miss. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Johnson. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Motion from the wideout. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Here we go. Ready.
They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands. It's McCoy. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays.
He lets it fly. Goes high to pull it in. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
It's complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Touchdown, Louisville! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Looking downfield, it's French. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He gets it away from his own end zone. Just needs a crack to get a return. No, he got loose. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Louiville sideline, this quarterback has been absolutely spectacular today. Over 400 yards passing.
Headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Perry. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's French. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into a locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. Found a seam on the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media.
Finding some room. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes